What is popping, y'all? It's your boy D-Mark, aka D-Ron. So back with another video. So, the New Day. The New Day, 24 hours ago, they ended up leaving WWE. Y'all, I really do not understand, like, what world are we living in the state of wrestling anymore. I literally do not know what state that I'm living in the state. Not in the state, but in the world of professional wrestling anymore. I just don't know. It's like that, like TKO. It's like trying to find every other way just to ruin WWE because they're getting rid of these people that has been here for 20 to 30 years now. And not only that, WWE, because these wrestlers now is like in their 40s and in their late 50s, not in their late 50s, but in their beginning 50s. Because they want more of the younger talent than is with the older talent that's even on the roster right now. So, you mean to tell me that you releasing some of these older wrestlers, bringing in new talent that's even starting off at a young age between 20, like begin 20s and middle 20s until their late 20s and to their late 30s. This is what you're doing. This has to be the most dumbest fucking excuse that I ever heard in my fucking life. And these guys are veterans. And the older talent has to put over with the younger talent. But you have to let them go because they're lifers, per se, that you are just getting rid of them because you need more space for the younger talent. I can name you a few people that's in WWE right now that's holding championships and that's in their 40s or even else their 50s. Randy Orton is 46 years old. Punk is 48 years old. Ray is 50. Well, he's in his 50s right now, but I will say 54, I believe. The Usos are in their 40s. Roman is in his 40s. Cody is in his 40s. But those guys, they have to do something to have interest of the audience to get over with and get behind with. But you have to let these people go because of their fucking age. Brock Lesnar, I forgot about him. He's 48, but he retired just 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't understand this, bro. This is just nothing but fucking excuses. With TKO and WWE just decided to just make this decision. Now, with the New Day, I don't know if they ended up not renewing their contracts or they just got released by the company. Because it may seem like they just did not want to renew their contracts. So they ended up not to just resign and they ended up just leaving. And now that I'm hearing that they're going to get signed with AEW. Now, what is that going to change for them? Since they're no longer, because now they got to do this 90-day complete cost shit. And when it's over, they got to get signed with AEW. You know, the New Day. Let's talk about the New Day for a second. The New Day. Xavier, Big E, and Kofi. They have to be one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And a future ballot Hall of Famer. They won over 10-time tag team champions. Xavier was never won any title other than the tag team titles, which I feel like they should have let him have one singles run, at least. But they didn't do that. Kofi, winning his first WWE WWE Championship back in 2019 of Kofi Mania that ended up being a moment for Kofi. Same way with Big E, winning his first WWE Championship after years of hard work and dedication, climbing up to the mountain to get to the top. Let's be real here. Kofi and Big E's WWE title reigns wasn't even perfect. They wasn't. And honestly, at least they won something of a major world title on themselves. I mean, they have one of the best rivalries with the New Day. I mean, not what I'm talking about. The Usos. The New Day and the Usos has one of the best rivalries ever. I mean, they was very entertaining in the ring. And honestly, and despite that, y'all remember around in late 2024, on December 2024, when the New Day celebrating their 10-year anniversary as a trio tag team. And Big E came out and literally, even though Big E is definitely, I wish he would have not retired so early, but this is the way how it has to be. But Big E comes out, right? Coming out with the whole New Day 10-year anniversary. One of the biggest heel turns from Xavier and Kofi turning on Big E, which in my mind, in everybody's minds, I was so intrigued of where that they was gonna go with this. After the Big E getting turned on by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. What happened after that? Xavier Kofi went completely down the flow. All of that just went down onto the river or the ocean. Honestly, after all of that happened, the New Day's booking has been directionless. Even despite that they won the tag team titles against the War Raiders from last year's WrestleMania, which nobody did not care at all. Nobody did not care. So that's all I have to say about the New Day, man, because it's really crazy to me of how these WWE releases just gotta be, some of their favorites. Kofi and Xavier, even with Big E not around, he's not really can't be wrestling anymore. But they could have done something with Xavier or Kofi. They could have just split up from the New Day and they could have just have their own singles careers. That's what they should have done. But yet, they choose to walk away from WWE and find something else. Even Booker T even said this, that nobody in WWE right now should not be safe. And you know what? Booker T had a point right there. Nobody in WWE with the wrestlers, everybody in WWE should not be safe because of how crazy these WWE releases are. And I would not be surprised that some of them, that there will be a next set of WWE releases that's going to happen. Bro, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. As much they have been poorly booked in LA Knight and how he's been mistreated with creative. Bro, this shit will piss me off if I see something about LA Knight being released by WWE. Man, I'm telling you this right now. I am going to be fucking so pissed off. I am going to be fucking raging if I see something about LA Knight being released by WWE. I am going to be hell pissed about that. Seriously. But everybody should be worried of how WWE is doing these releases because we don't know what's happening with TKO and WWE making all of these releases and all of these lists that everybody was part of the release list. This is sad, y'all. This is sad. This is sad that this is how we're at right now. This is where we're at with WWE. The fact that this irritates me a little bit more that You talking about ages is what bothers me, because the most dumb excuse ever that somebody could come up for. What does ages got to do with anything? Being released because younger talent is coming in. Younger talent from NXT are coming in just 2 weeks after WrestleMania. And some of them is probably in their begin 20s, begin 20s, mid 20s, or even out their begin 30s. But you have to release older talent to bring new talent in that has to be younger, like 20 to their mid 20s. How does that make any sense? It makes no sense at all. Older talent that has been here for 20 to 30 plus years should be the main focus to put over new talent. They have to put over new talent. That is the goal for an older wrestler should be doing. Put over the younger talents. You know, I can't be the one. I really cannot be the one here that feels like this. It's probably every other content creator on YouTube about wrestling that is just losing their minds and going crazy on how like TKO is just messing with everybody, especially with wrestlers and content creators that I want to be invested with my time of what I'm watching. Like, what is going on with WWE, bro? And I even heard something that now that they're using AI to now create storylines. What's wrong with the writers? Are they too lazy or too trying to figure out what to do next with one of these wrestlers just having the same matches, same segments, and the same main events? But they had to use AI to create storylines and see what's best for what. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand what we're doing here. I don't understand at all. But now, the New Day is on a 9-day complete clause, so they are going to go to AEW. Are they going to have good matches there and some storylines there? Probably. I hope so. That's not the reason why you signed with AEW in the first place, just to be booked the exact same way they were in WWE now. Like, I really do hope they really get booked differently since now they're going to sign with AEW. I really hope so. God, man. You know, this is a really sad time right now to be a wrestling fan. A really bad time to be a fan of wrestling. And at this point, I'm not watching Raw. I'm not watching SmackDown. And SmackDown was one of the worst SmackDowns I have ever seen in my life. And I didn't even watch it. I literally was on Instagram just watching people just reacting to the show. Like, what are they doing with Trick Williams at this point? Trick Williams should be the one who should have a line of opponents for him to be facing him. But yet, they're having him in the segment of a fucking gingerbread man. Somebody dress up as a fucking gingerbread man like this is fucking Christmas in fucking May. Sami Zayn, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Sami Zayn after all of this, but turn him heel or do something with him differently. Like, I don't even know what they're doing with him. I don't really care what they're doing. But Trick Williams should be booking more than this. Like, what? How are you booking Trick Williams to be in a position like this, or where he had to check on a damn gingerbread man that nobody was not even on costume was in? Same with Cody. Now I'm seeing something now that Cody and Thunder are gonna fight each other. They're doing this again! We literally just saw those two years ago at Crown Jewel, and now we're getting this shit again. What is the reason for Gunther to get transferred to Raw to SmackDown for? Like, what is the reason for this? I don't understand. Raw superstars going to SmackDown. SmackDown superstars going to fucking Raw. What are we doing? Get rid of this brand split and you're not going to follow your damn rules. Get rid of it! Oh my God, bro. Yo, I literally do not even got that much to say. Wherever the New Day gonna go to AEW when their 90 days complete course is completed, I really do hope someday they do something with them right. Hopefully the tag team division will be better over there, and hopefully with storytelling. Even though I haven't really been watching AEW all that much though, but probably I may get back into it. I might. I'm over this, bro. I'm over TKO, with WWE, and just everything, man. I'm over it. Because they can't write nothing for shit. But I've been raging for like the last 3-4 minutes or so. I don't really got that much to say, but hopefully the New Day do something with AEW, make the tag team division a bit better, at least. Y'all let me know what your thoughts about the New Day. Follow me on social media down below. I'll be back with another video, y'all. Peace.
This is my moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.